The news at noon starts with a monumental announcement that could impact the future home of two major D.C. sports teams. Thank you for joining us. I'm Simone D'Alba. Less than 3 hours ago, a new plan was presented by Virginia lawmakers, Governor Glenn Youngkin, and team owner Ted Leonsis. The plan is the Commonwealth's attempt to lure both the Washington Capitals and the Wizards sports teams into Virginia. And right now, we want to get to our reporter, Matt Gregory, who is at this morning's announcement in Alexandria, Virginia. Hey, Matt.
Hey, good morning. Well, or good afternoon now. The announcement sends shockwaves through the DMV that Virginia Governor Glenn Youngkin says he has reached a deal with Monumental Sports CEO Ted Leonsis to build a $2 billion sports and entertainment complex right here at Potomac Yard where I am. In fact, on the ground I'm standing on, and with it, potentially a new home for the Washington Wizards and the Washington Capitals. This was the press announcement today around 9 in the morning. That's when the two men took the stage to announce it. A move that takes two sports teams out of the heart of D.C. and pumps new life into the Potomac Yard area of Alexandria. It became apparent as they were talking that this plan has been in the works for quite some time, and Youngkin and Leonsis addressed the crowd and unveiled the long secret proposal. So here is a rendering of the whole area. It is a $2 billion public-private partnership agreement between Virginia and Monumental Sports. It would create a sports and entertainment district right next to the new Potomac Yard Metro stop. It would have a live music venue, mixed residential and commercial spaces, and of course, by 2028, a new arena to host the Washington Capitals and the Washington Wizards. Governor Youngkin called it an exciting achievement. Ted Leonsis thanked the governor and Virginia's elected officials for working with them on the plan, but he also phrased the exciting achievement with a healthy reminder that there are still hurdles to clear.
This is monumental. This visionary sports and entertainment development district will bring together entertainment, sports, and technology like nowhere in the world. This once-in-a-generation historic development will be the best place to live, work, raise a family, and watch hockey and basketball.
If all of this goes as planned, we will still be a big part of the entire DMV. That is our goal. That is our commitment.
Yeah, so one of the other things that we did here was we heard from Senator from Virginia, Mark Warner, and he pointed out that in the past they've attempted to bring a baseball team to Alexandria. They've attempted to bring a football team to Alexandria. So he cautioned everyone with all the excitement to remember, as you heard Leonsis say there's still some hurdles to clear. This has to be passed by the Virginia General Assembly. It also has to be passed by the Virginia City Council. So there's still a few legislative roles to get through. But at this point, it looks like this is the beginning stages of the move from downtown D.C. for the Washington Wizards and the Washington Capitals to here in Alexandria in Potomac Yard. For now, in Alexandria, I'm Matt Gregory. Back to you.
All right, incredible to see some of those renderings. Matt, thank you. Meantime, D.C. says they're not going down without a fight. Mayor Muriel Bowser will be holding a news conference in half an hour to talk about the district's plan to keep both teams. Last night, the mayor and city council chairman announced new legislation to support a complete renovation of Capital One Arena. So this would put $500 million toward the project over the span of 3 years. That funding would begin in 2024. Now, in return, Monumental Sports would extend its lease until 2052. We do have crews at that news conference with Mayor Bowser, and you can count on us to bring you the very latest updates right here on the news at 4. The Monumental Sports situation is not the only sports deal that the DMV is caught up with. Of course, the Commanders also considering moving when their lease ends in 2027. But they did make $40 million in improvements at FedEx Field this year. The Nationals and DC leaders recently agreeing on a series of upgrades at Nats Park, including a new scoreboard. Keep in mind that lease does still have 15 years left. DC United and the Washington Spirit, they're locked into contracts to play at Audi Field, and the Mystics have another 14 years left at the Entertainment and Sports Arena. And just yesterday, the Baltimore Ravens announced renovation plans to M&T Bank Stadium thanks to $430 million from Maryland. And the Orioles are also in line to get money from the state once they finish their talks and then finalize their lease on Camden Yards. We'll have live coverage of today's big announcement along with the impacts on both Virginia and D.C. starting at 4. You can also watch the full news conference with Ted Leonsis and Governor Youngkin. Right now, we do have that streaming on WUSA 9+.